All right, all about love. Microphone check 1 2. I'm really excited because I'm nothing without my subscribers. There have been a handful that have constantly shared my work. They put their necks out there. You know, a lot of people don't do the truth. They're afraid because of image and losing this and that. So I'm grateful to be doing this name reading. And can you please say your name and how you found me and all that jazz?
Hi, I'm Laura Ashley. I found Jay through Matt Burrows' work, and he put me through to one of your live feeds. And since then, I've been hooked. Can't lie. Been sharing your videos since then.
Fantastic. And sharing is caring. And the reason why I am where I am at is it's about the people, where it's a truth movement, right, Laura, where we have to move.
100%.
And people sit. So I did your name, and we've already talked a little bit. And what blew my mind was I told you that 185 and 513 show up in your middle name, which is my name, JHE. The prime number in Chaldean, 155, is 531. I saw it today earlier at my friend's apartment, sister, on his apartment. Yeah. It's not a game. And birds are following me now and looking at me, and they're telling me something. And they call them birds in England, don't they? Bird, little bird.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And then also I found 155 towards your last name, Review, which is my name in Chaldean, JHE. So this, right, and it's incredible because
Crazy.
I am debunking racism and genderism and classism. What happened to the number? What happened to people when Jay-Z said, people lie, numbers don't? Okay, Illuminati, but they give you a little bit of, they have to give you the truth in order to control your solar plexus.
Half true stuff.
Woo! Now, your number is 83. So we're going to flip this. Yeah. So take your time with this because this is a very flexible number. So we can add it together. 8, 9, 10, 11. Damn it. Oh my God. 11 is my damn number. 155 is 11. JHE. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And you live in England, mate.
Yes, I do.
And I dance in England. Royal Ballet, much love. Sadler's Wells, I've been there. Northern Ballet Theatre in Leeds. Listen, it's called the Loo. Why is it called the Loo? If we go to Ireland, Saturn, the Druid sun god, is called Lou. Did you know that?
No.
Now, what happens in the loo is you take a shit.
The loo, yeah.
But wait a minute. The Jesuits are the IHS. The logo for the Jesus people that I show, right? The deceitful ones, like your colon, sexual energy. You see where I'm the dark room. It's not that the bathroom is evil. It's that we must understand symbols, yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. So 83 is your number, or 38. I'll stop there. Does this number mean anything to you? Take your time.
No, not at the moment.
3 and 8 and 8 and 3. Elder person, your age, anyone at that age, or a time, a year, the 80s, 83. Something happened or is happening with this number. Or you can put it to 11. That's childhood. You've mentioned some stuff in childhood. Or you can go to 2. Damn. Let it marinate. And then just process and tell me if you want a time period, an age, youth, something's going to ding. And we're going to figure out something.
I'm only with the 11 and 2. I'm seeing my sister for some reason.
Let's go. That's you. That's a reflection. Let's talk about it. Sure.
Okay. I love my sister very dearly, and we don't have a great relationship. She hates me.
Okay. Is there a reason why the hate is there? Now, here's what's amazing about what you just said. You and your sister are 2 people, yes or no?
Yes.
Your number is 2. So we'll go with this. Gemini, twins. We probably have had some issues with the Gemini because Geminis are powerful. It's the messenger. It's the mouth. The mouth. So, did something happen with the mouth? Was it gossipy? I mean, there's always something I've had the same thing in my family. Without getting too personal, did you want to expand? Talk to me.
favoritism with my mother. She never liked the relationship me and my mum had, so she always put a spanner in the works.
Interesting.
It was always word of mouth. My mum will always believe my sister. And then me and my mum would fall out, and I would not speak to my mum or sister for years at times.
Wow, interesting. So my mother and I don't speak anymore either, because basically I have a unique brain. Right? So when you're unique, it means that we have a hard time remembering numbers. I've had readings with people who like have had a hard time juggling that number, you know, in their head. But I guarantee you there's an elder, someone in their 80s or the 30s. Let's just slow it down. How about the 30s or the 80s? There's an age or a number that affects you, that something happened. It's very important you find a memory somewhere in your 30s. Give me something that's hitting me in my head that relates to your sister. I don't know why. Directly. Many things, huh?
The only thing I could think is when I was about 30, I kind of literally let my mother and my sister go. Fully let them go.
You did?
Didn't you?
What age are you right now?
35.
You're 35. Interesting. Okay. So that's young. Yes. Sorry, there's people outside yelling. Now that we have freedom, we have young people that are about to go to the club now and do some, you know, self-hatred called, I don't know, I'm going to go home with someone that I don't really know and maybe get a disease called herpes. Never mind, coronavirus. Sorry.
They never got no better in quarantine, did they?
Exactly. So you're 35. Okay. Was there someone at the age of 38 or someone in their 30s that fucked with you? That's a better question. Yeah. I feel this number is, I'm going to push because I'm going to go on number 2 though, and your sister, but there's something with the number 30 and then your sister involved in it or something maybe with it now. Who is an older person, 30s? Take your time.
Could it be a past relationship?
Yes, of course. It's all, yes, ma'am.
I think one of my last relationships was an older guy. I think he was about 10 years older than me, and I think he was about 38.
Okay, sister. Do you see what I just did there?
Use the numbers to bring up a memory.
Yes, 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 because it hurts. You don't want to go there. That's why this is hard to do for a lot of people. And a lot of women... Go ahead.
You doubt yourself.
Sorry?
You doubt yourself in what you're thinking.
Exactly. So thank you for actually giving me the challenge of jogging. What is jogging the memory? What's a personal trainer doing to you? Go one more lap. Come on. Okay, but you can't do that for your pain? Of course you forgot because it hurt. So now... This individual was 38, so did you want to give me a little more about the kind of pain it caused you and how it might possibly relate to your sister? Or it doesn't have to. If it's just painful, just to get it out and say, yeah, that happened. Go ahead.
I don't think it was painful, to be honest.
Okay.
It was what I expected of a bad relationship. I knew kind of going in what to expect, but it was more of a building myself in strength. Of tolerance, and he taught me a lot of things, considering he was a horrible person and he had one hand as well. But yeah, he taught me a lot of things about life as well. He taught me a lot about myself, made me look at myself. He said it in a mean way, but you know, it did eventually get to me.
Did he have any sort of interaction with your sister ever?
No.
Interesting. Your number 2, with the characteristics, is the antithesis, which means I went to University of Iowa. There's a thesis. You have a thesis and an antithesis, which means you have a good and a bad. That's already acknowledging the duality of you, your sister, or you, and this memory of this person who was 38. Your number, who was a so-called bad relationship, but it's not doom and gloom, because you're telling me, oh no, it was a sign for me to not become, let's just say, a whore later, or like men who get abused by someone, and what we do is we get revenge through sex.
Yeah.
I've done that. Everyone is a whore. What I'm saying is we have the ability to say, okay, I'm over that. It's about dilemmas, ambivalence. You have that with your family, right? There's some kind of like good, bad, right? Joy, sorrow, love, hate. You see where I'm going. Positive traits, diplomats, enduring peacemaker. A peacemaker is a gun. Talk to me about crime shit without having to get you personal. Street life. You've told me some personal things. Do you want to share anything about jail life? Peacemaker? Talk to me. Near-death experience?
I've actually not had any real life-death experience, to be honest. I've tried to commit suicide and take my life, but it's never been successful.
May I rephrase what you just said to me? You see what you're doing? Listen, watch. You just said you've never had any death experiences. You said you had a hard time hearing 38. I'm dancing with you. If you try to end your life, you are your worst enemy and your best friend. That would be you cheating death, because a lot of folks don't come back from that. Right?
Yeah.
So pat yourself on the back. That's all my readings are about. I mean, the astrology is cute and the angles. It's just about, right? Great. You made peace with your maker, with you.
You know what? Even though I wasn't feeling great in myself and I was dark and I was hating the world and stuff like that, and my family situation, the universe wouldn't let me go. It would not let me go. How much I tried and tried and tried. So then I realized I can't be in this dark place no more. So I had to flip it. I had to find the positives in my life. I had to find the positives in myself. And I'm not a bad person. I've done some bad things because of mostly situations.
Of course.
And not knowing which is the right path.
Of course. Of course. Now, it mentions cooperative. I work at a co-op, a grocery store. Now, we know that we have jobs. Now, I've seen parents awfully violent with their children in grocery stores. You better, yanking the arm, you better sit down. You know, I used to get lost a lot in the grocery store, and I had to have my mother paged. I'd be like, where's my mom? And I'd have her paged. The whole store. Any grocery store memories? We all have people that we know, or maybe you had a job like that, or just, let's keep it simple. Shopping, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
In Peckham, when I used to get lost, my mum used to go crazy. We used to call out her name on a tannoy.
Oh, really? So what is
You get in trouble for...
You used to get in trouble for what?
Getting lost in a supermarket and her name being called on a tannoy.
So you also did, okay. Now this is a very personal connection with me. Now I'm gonna blow your fucking mind.
You always do.
Oh my God. Well, you just did it to me. So I shared with you that I had to have my mom paged. You shared that. What do you think you and I were doing? You and I were already talking to meet. You know how dolphins talk? Dolphins echo. They bounce off, right. They have a very high octave. So your mom, sadly, or anyone else that didn't get you, was not given that. Doesn't mean that we're better. It means that we have octaves. And you were loud, Mom, and you knew you were a big spirit, and you had your fucking mom paged. What? What?
The thing is, I used to be very angry at my mom.
Sure.
Really angry at my mom, but not anymore, because I come to realize that she was deprived from a lot of things, so she never knew how to give love and affection, and I craved love and affection, and I was a bit lively, and I was a bit different thinking than the norm, I should say, but it affected her, and maybe that's why she couldn't gel to me, but I don't blame her, I'm not angry at her, I still love her, we can't have a relationship, so I would just let her go.
I'll tell you this. Because it is okay to blame. Let's just define what a blame is. To blame, right? To say, hey, you did this to me, right? I blame, right?
I did for many, many years, all my life. I blamed her.
Of course. Yeah. Now,
angry.
When you blam someone, listen to me. I'm going to speak ghetto talk. The bammer, bam bam. The Flintstone, the bammer. Okay, anything with trauma, with guns and alpha male, blam, blame, flame. This is someone who's putting a torch. My lighter's on, yo. Whoop. Why does the light go on for peace when someone dies and they miss the Taurus field, that little purple light there, and all those circles, that little dot there, and it goes away? So when we actually are blaming certain people that have done something and caused maybe some trauma, there are some necessary moments where someone should take the blame. It's like this. I'm a politician. I don't know what's going on. I get into it. I end up doing bad shit and lying to people, and I know, you feel what I'm saying? And then I figure out, oh shit, someone figured me out. And someone very intelligent at the interview or at the press conference is like, hey, Mr. Russell, what about all the fucking water and all the stuff you promised us all poisoned and shit? You know what I would do? I would say, you know what? Shit, I am to blame.
I fucked up.
Right. That's the first step of addiction. 12 steps. Let's go 12. All right. I went there. Okay. We can adopt some of this stuff. They just don't know how to give you the full truth about what steps you take to fully clean your temple, right? All the crap inside you is what makes us feel guilty for blaming, right? So it's okay to blame. So the problem is that elder people, they don't know how to understand what that means, to take that on and say, yes. Now, I encourage every female who's insecure about themselves to go to a painting in Chicago called Jupiter Rebuked by Venus. I've shown the painting. It's classical. The chick's got arms the size of a damn Schwarzenegger. It's made in 1805 or some shit. My name is Pythagoras, and she's putting her finger in her father, holding on to a child. What is Jupiter doing? Trying to battle her? Trying to beat her up? He's doing this. He fucked up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Father in heaven is not getting mad at a woman when women are supposed to be whatever. No, she's putting her finger in his face because he's the ruler of heaven and earth, and he fucked up. And he's like, oh shit, thank you, Venus, for reminding me that even though I'm this big ass thing, I gave birth to you, but yeah, I did rape some shit, and I did get cocky, and I let fucking Pluto take you down there and make grass out of you and all this shit, and the cows ate on you, and you see where I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the moment that everyone has to, the truth movement, even vegans, if you're a flat earther, I don't care what the fuck you are, you have to confront that kind of issue. Put your finger and make sure they take the blame. Because the biggest issue today with every president, every division, is that people don't stop and say, you know what, I did lie to you. I did. Yeah. I was really good. Right.
Messed up.
Hallelujah. How do you tell? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
You're going to get more respect by doing that than just hiding it and causing it a big thing. You look stupid at the end of it.
Exactly. And I encourage everyone, when they're watching the news, whenever something bad happens, when a death happens, doesn't it take time, Laura, to kind of process the death? Maybe you kind of want to not be on camera. You want to deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Now, it's interesting because when death happens in the news, right away, the family, the day of, next day, it's all there, and they speak. All I'm asking for is to people look at the eyes. If their eyes don't look directly at you in a screen, if the eyes doing that, and this and that, and it's pausing, there's something going on with called reading, yes or no.
Yeah, scripted.
Girlfriend, how many times you could tell someone was lying to you, girl? With the body language, right?
Survived.
Hallelujah. Right. And you were right, weren't you?
Yeah.
That's called, right. That's astrology. That's the tarot. That's you trying to get your priestess out, right? But then we said, oh, no, I shouldn't blame, or no. So we move on from that. Now, your astrology here is the moon and the high priestess, of course. It's the colors orange and blue. Do the colors orange and blue mean anything to you?
My favorite color is blue.
Perfect. Mine as well. The moon is emotions. Of course, you know intuition. It's magnetic and imagination and being psychic.
Ooh, I do believe all of those. Yeah.
Of course. The astrology, we've already had several before that moment. So you and I are already, golden. And I didn't read no astrology book. Okay?
I haven't got one. I've got one on order, but I haven't read one.
It's okay. We are astrology. Astrology, you are a talking star system. Here's what astrologers should do in their birth chart readings, just to add it, out of respect. Because my mentor is a big one named Santos Bonacci. Okay, so I respect, right?
I think you've got me into him through you.
Beautiful.
So, yeah,
Wonderful. No, thank you for watching and stuff. Basically, your hippocampus means Neptune's chariot. All I'm saying is, astrologers, you must tell your client that they are a talking chart. The chart isn't speaking for them. You are speaking for the chart.
See, I'm doing it all the wrong way. We're having to learn. I'm learning that way instead of learning through me, which you're making me learn through me.
Yes.
To the book way, but we're having to learn through the book. You know what I'm saying. That makes sense.
Our ancestors did not have a book. No, books are good. I'm not saying don't read. I'm saying, why am I walking on my hands on grass? It's called, when your cows eat emerald, Venus, pure, from hell, the dirt you came from, they're preparing themselves to possibly become a human and elevate. You see, they can't look at you and talk English because they have to put the pieces together. What made the human? Every insect animal. Cerebellum is a bullum brain, or a lambdoid skull is the lamb. What is it eating? It's all living according to one day possibly becoming you. Why we can't interfere in Hinduism of reincarnation. See where I'm going?
It's all the process and the journey.
Yes. Everything is information. Your diet, people miss this, tide. Diet, tide. Okay? Religion, religare, Latin, to tie yourself to your, it's not all evil. Tie yourself to your belief in yourself as a star. Your astrology is Cancer and Pisces. Do these constellations mean anything to you?
I'm a Pisces.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One of the most greatest highlights of any reading is when that happens. Because that proves that your name is directly the birth chart, yes or no?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. What are the odds? Your letters and your birth chart, they're different. Okay. Woo! So here I know, I'm not playing. I couldn't wait to do yours. All right. So your gnothology, or your wisdom, is power and ability. Your rune is Algiz. So let's just see what Algiz, of course it sounds Arabic, but it's Ireland, right? Algiz means, although your path may be fraught with danger, hello, prison, some issues, all of us have gone through it, you have the power of protection within you.
I truly believe that, yes.
And we've cheated death because we knew that we were supposed to be here to help people. The meaning here is an elk. The horns or antlers of the elk. Elk sedge. Water reed whose blades are sharp. Oh, sorry, a water reed whose blades are sharp. Do we have any experiences with cutting and knives?
I've just bought a machete for camping and, that sort of thing. Chopping wood for fires and whatnot. I haven't used it, but yeah.
You bought a machete? Paper mache. Watch me cook. Machete. Mache. Right? The marché. The market. Mars. Great. So, subconsciously, I went to Jamaica and when I was a young man to visit my uncle. And I know you're in England. We have the islands, that are very related to England, you know what I'm saying, which is beautiful. Yeah. And the one thing I wanted was a damn machete. So you brought me back to that childhood memory. It was a good memory. Very good memory. So you and I were meant to also definitely talk to heal, to catch up to those moments in life where you and I were paging our parents, right, telepathically. Yo, Roseanne, yo, Lord, what's up? Oh my God, life is crazy. I finally found you.
Boom. Do you know things are just clicking right now? Thank you. Yeah.
So what am I saying in my videos about walking on my hands? I'm saying get ready for war. I'm not saying to want to hurt and go kill people here, but we're dealing with ignorance. Now, when they come to your door and they want to kill you with McDonald's and a shot of mercury, bless you for sharing information about vaccines, and F anybody that questions someone who has common sense and says, hey, if they're putting sodium fluoride in your water naturally and in your toothpaste, I think you might want to look at your vaccination. Rat poison.
The easiest thing I say about that moment is look at the moon landing. If they can fake and lie to the whole world, they still even hold themselves up to it now. Like, I don't believe anything. Anything makes you question everything. Every word that comes out the media's mouth, I question.
What I need you to do is this. Since you have a machete, it means you're getting ready for war. Learn how to do handstands.
Do you know what I'm doing? What you've made me do in the living room? I just fall around on the floor. You know, you just throw yourself around.
Yes. That's a great, yep.
Parts of your body don't get that movement. And when you just fall over, it actually, I can't explain it. It releases their muscles. It uses their muscles. They're little tiny muscles that you don't use and you usually hurt. It's like, doing that makes your life all that much easier. So, yeah. Thank you as well.
What does every tough person say in a fight? I'm gonna floor you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna floor you, mate, or I'm gonna smash you to the ground, yo. The ground, right? Going on the ground and wrestling and relaxing and submitting will prepare you to be a wallflower. So when they come at you, you just take their hand, they just fall because you've been balancing and shit and fucking doing all kinds of movements. They won't know what to do because they don't dance. They're all alpha. Okay. Your Viking rune is protection, and so you must get into the elk or deer. Do you have any animal stories? Pets, trauma, or good? For sure you do, because you love animals, I'm sure. Talk to me about a unique pet or vision or something.
I've always had pets all my life. I love animals. I'm into wolves, loner pack. No, not really. And I've held birds and stuff like that.
What about dogs?
I've got dogs. I've just rescued a dog recently.
You see, you said not really. You see, this is the third time you said not really, so you're blocking your psychic ability. You did. Now watch, you got to help me because I'm trying to show you how you are on a high octave, by the way. Before this conversation, you said, I'm nowhere near. Yes, you are. You just have to be shown it in your own way. It's just, it takes time.
It's self-doubt as well.
Yes, of course. It's insecure, low self-esteem, right? I have it a bit today too. Listen, anyone who's awake is going to have a hard time today. Getting a woman or a man, maybe a job, your family. So bless you just for fucking sharing something okay. Where you're like, fuck this and fuck that. So bless you. But now it's time to do something. So you just saved the dog, you said?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that a little bit.
Someone was getting rid of the dog and it was really underway and really bad skin condition. And I've got another dog that's got a skin condition, but it's really under control. She's really a lot better. But I'm really good with dogs. I'm like I've been offered dog training and that sort of thing. But I don't mind doing the dog training, but it's the people I can't stand. They don't listen. You've got to have a relationship with your animal for them to be doing the things. Like my dog's really loving, but does a lot of tricks. She gets her own lead.
I'm gonna go more on this moon. I'm not gonna do your high priestess. This is powerful because I've already seen where I'm gonna go from here. So now you know that the animals get a pretty shitty deal. Now, I had a brilliant idea. I'm at my job, right? I love my coworkers, you feel me? But we're allowed to speak our mind. You got vegans there, you got atheists, you got gay, straight, transgenders. They don't discriminate. So it's a good place, right? So I'm in my fridge, right? And my boss says, hey man, here's some meat. Please throw it away, right? And immediately I thought, wow, I didn't say anything to him, right? I said, okay, man, I thought, holy shit, I'm throwing away something that was inside someone's uterus, ends up in a box, ends up in plastic, ends up being forgotten. Sometimes people order a chicken at my store and they don't grab the chicken and it gets thrown away. So I said, fuck that, right? I said, I'm going to bury it. Simple. That's not anything genius. So I'm now teaching anyone watching this video, even if you do eat, I'm not judging you here. I used to do it. If you do eat anything that has eyes, just try to take time to either find roadkill, put it somewhere and talk to it, or go into a store and look at all the rotten meat or something and just bury it and say thank you. Trust me. Yeah. It's okay. There's a lot of good meat eaters on the planet and fish eaters. They're not all fucking gonna go to hell. If that was the case, honey, we're all fucked. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ascend then either, right? We ascend together, in a sense, as a dome. So, all right. Domestic violence now. So now I'm going to not push you to get too personal, but this is going to now try to talk about your sister and women. And I know that you've had domestic violence. Now, the dog came to you as a message. So... do you know anything about domestic violence and with anyone else in your life besides you? Doesn't have to be the sister?
I used to look after a little boy for 8 years.
A little boy?
Yeah, a little boy for 8 years. He came to me when he was born. His mum, I used to go out with his brother, so I was in a relationship for 11, 12 years, and then I took on his little brother for 8 years, and that was a really bad, toxic, domestic, everything.
Now listen to me very carefully. You just synced everything. Homegirl, you said 11 years. What's your fucking number?
It's fucking 11. Ah! It's 11.
Hare Krishna, girl. Wasn't that trippy? You see, it was. I like this one because there were many times of doubt. This is good. Not that it's bad. You were being honest, right?
Yeah.
But you had it there. And then now we hit it here, right? So it's about 30 minutes in. Okay, so let me actually give you some more stuff that you want to buy. Well, first of all, your letter is Z. Let me ask, do you know anyone, it's kind of a rare thing, with the letter Z as the beginning of a name?
Zena, my dog.
Shut up! Wow! Oh my God, oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God, I'm so... Oh, that's so... Oh my God. Dude, do you know how old this is? The tarot is thousands of years old, and here it is syncing you and me, people of color, right, that only do certain things.
Yeah.
Okay, your color is gold for this one. Yeah. So if you have gold, great. Get something with gold. Wear it. Yep. Your herb is Angelica.
Oh, Angelica.
Your gemstone is amethyst.
Oh, really?
Taken in the AM. Amethyst. AM. Early morning stone. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good stone for probably the period. Right? A lot of women have been tricked with stuff they're putting in their bodies, and they get things called fibroids and not compassion and tumors. So, yes, good stone for that, I would imagine, because the early morning, right? You know, your morning is when you know you're pregnant, right? Is the morning pee or something like this? So your sickness, pardon me, sickness, right?
Yeah.
Do you have children?
No.
Okay, no problem. Fantastic. Now, your associated tree is a U. Y-E-W, which is way, Yahweh. Okay. So you want to go, if you can find that, it doesn't really matter. Get your Angelica herb one day. Get your gemstone, put it on you, get your gold. If you want to bring someone, your dog, bring your dog, yes, and just simply play somewhere. If you can learn the Hare Krishna mantra, it goes like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Good. Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare. It's a bit tricky, but it's simple.
I've been trying to I always catch your first bit.
I know. I'll say it again, slow. No problem.
I do it on stage in my house now, and I do it to my plants now. I can't never get that last bit though.
We'll try. No, I'll say it one more time for those also who still, because I do say it fast in my videos because I'm very passionate. So So it's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So what you're saying is Krishna twice, and then repeating the next phrase. And then with the Rama, it's the same thing. It's just tricky because it's a different word, but it's repeated similarly.
Yeah.
So you can just watch this video again, or you can just look it up. I just looked it up. It brings plants to life. It is the Christ consciousness thing to say. You might want to say it around people that are talking about Netflix a lot and these damn Hollywood movies or rituals. It is what they don't want to talk about their bodies. They don't want to talk about anything unique. It's about Netflix or getting drunk. I understand, but it scares the fuck out of me because I don't hear nothing about, at least tell me about the first comic book you read. Or I don't know, the first play you hated. Or your first
memory.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm hearing shit about, go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, more experiences and what's on the TV and
right.
And they keep revamping everything, and it's just the same crap.
What is Forrest Gump? I mean, fuck goddamn Tom Hanks with his Toddlers and Tiaras pedophile spoof with Jimmy Kimmel talking about his 8-year-old daughter saying "dance sexy for me," and they fucking played a laugh track. Forrest Gump. Okay, this guy is going through different ages and shit, and showing you he's in this phase. Didn't you know someone went to Vietnam, or someone that joined a movement that was angry at white people or blacks or gays or Arabs or rich or poor? You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Okay, today it's the LGBTQ or Crips and Bloods. So that's
it's
your...
It's always something to spark our interest. It's always something to
exactly.
be angry. It's always something to complain about. It's always something to be... It's always the negative they're throwing in us for us to react. But it's down to us not to react. Like, find the truth in the situation and don't react. There's always negative and positive. Just be neutral.
Now... Wow. God damn, I'm grateful for you. Your associated myths and deities are sacred to Heimdall. Heimdall? This is all, of course, the Hobbit talk. Hi, Hollywood. The Hobbit, this is the real shit here. Okay, this is called Laura and J-Bit. Okay. Sacred to Heimdall, the Watcher, and it's called Gjallarhorn. Any interesting stories of, I don't know, for some reason, horns are very important, like the sound going off and shit, alarms. You had any interesting, the soccer game, the air horn, horny, you see where I'm going? You want to say something, a aha moment there maybe, about the Watcher? What does that mean to you?
The only horns I'm thinking is, I play around with a dog and I blow something through a horn and the dog goes crazy for it, or... I've just found out, I think I'm a Pisces and Aries cusp, but I've started looking into the Aries side, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, really.
Have you ever had an alarm go off and make you feel a certain way? Alarms. Fire alarms?
I always have red flags.
Red flags. You've never had any, like, whoop, whoop, nerd, nerd, never any warning sounds?
No. I have the fear of the apocalypse happening because I keep dreaming of it, but...
Do we never hear sirens, love?
Yes.
Okay, you see, you did it again. You see what I'm trying to do is I'm digging. I don't want to get it easy. You're making me, this is called work, is what you paid for. It's just to get me to work. You're a fucking complex, unique energy. I can't just go say some shit and I'm psychic, right? So what I'm showing you is that these names basically pertain to every sound you heard. There's these deities, the siren, the if it was good or bad. But what I'm saying is, you have an alarm clock to wake up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you get it, right? When you go to work, some of them have little beeps and shit for you to go in whatever. You're being beeped in a manner to just work, though. You're not being horned in. You're playing your horn for your dog to relate to it, not to get it to go to work or tell it to wake up. You're like, hey dog, right? You're trying to communicate, right?
Yeah.
See, the siren of the police communicates putting someone's knee on someone's neck, or we'll go to Ireland where the Catholic people did it first to white people too. Irish folks were slaves and niggas too. I'm half white, right? So when we call someone a cracker, Hey, easy, right? It's easy. My mom is fucking pale and beautiful. We move on.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to be white. She's black, so that's a problem, right? We can't talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus, self-hate. So, white is beautiful, okay? So, that's about 40 minutes in. So, is there anything you wanted to say about the reading? Any last words? Yeah, it's on you. Thank you.
I'm just a bit mind blown at the moment. Nothing makes sense at the moment. I've just wrote down some key parts. I'm just going to go back and watch over the video. And if anything, I'll probably message you with any questions, probably. But no, I really appreciate your work and everything you've done. You're amazing. Absolutely amazing. This man, a kiss for the forehead.
Oh, thank you. And blessings to you. And look for your number 83 or 38.
Got it written down, my lovely.
I guarantee you. You know what? Hold on. Let me look at your link right now. Look at your Facebook links and see what numbers show up. I'm just curious.
I don't know how to do that.
Every top of your screen, there should be like a website, www. with numbers and shit sometimes. Okay, holy shit. So here's what's fucked up. I'm going to get a screenshot and I'll send this to you. Too bad I can't show this on YouTube. Where I added your number 83, guess what's above it in the link? 1283. Right? I'm going to send it to you right in the link. So it heard me add that together. The link is not controlled by the Illuminati. That is actually called the stars are dancing and showing you the numerology. Your government know how to make a link and get your brain, it's you, to just go to video games, porn, get the app, right, buy the shoe, watch the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
So what happened? So my 185 is only for me. You know, you're 83. Now go to your links from now on. Just look for it on the top and see if you see that number in there. And that's God telling you, yep, hi.
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
Cool. And I'll end it there. Boom.